Welcome to Open Mind Industries Podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to episode 31 of The Mind Unleashed. It has been a while. How are you? As we always do, let's start off with a few shoutouts to my supporters. The first one is going to be Lyft, the ride-sharing app. Please use our code TMUP for $5 off when you book your next ride with Lyft. Also, please check out Weiss Productions. Weiss Productions is a videography company in Orlando, Florida. They service all of Florida pretty much. He does a lot of weddings, videography, corporate events, stuff like that. Please use our code OMI. You'll get 20% off when you book your next project with him, including wedding packages, corporate events, stuff like that. What else? Also, please check out Strawman Law. Strawman Law helped us out getting our trademark filed and put in. We're waiting later on this year to get everything cleared. It's in the USPTO right now. But if you're looking for a decent attorney, guys, and I mean a decent attorney that will listen to you, not price gouge you, he really charges really well. Honest to goodness attorneys, if you're trying to get your business off the ground, please check out Strawman Law. Links will be down in the description, inside the podcast, and on our YouTube video. Also, please check out Angie. She's one of our realtors who helped us get the new home. She services all of Florida in general. I will be putting links down in her description, in the podcast and in the video podcast. Alright, so let's get on to the podcast. Hey, okay guys, it is episode 31. The last episode I did was almost a freaking month ago. I do apologize. Not as much has been happening. We've been getting ready with the house and stuff like that. As you can see, we haven't moved just yet. It's been wild. It's just been really crazy. Sorry, I just heard some audio and I'm just like, whoa, what's that? Yeah, so the new printers came, the CR10 minis. They are working beautifully. I'm still going to get working on the Robo R1. It's something with the coding and stuff like that. A few tweaks I need to get with that to get it running and beautifully and stuff like that. Also, I did purchase a new microphone for the Zoom H4n. Love the hell out of this recorder. It's working beautifully. This is going to be my second podcast with it. So if I sound a little bit different, it is a new microphone that has been recommended to me. An XLR mic with a USB hookup, stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a while. The new CR10s run really, really great. I do highly recommend them. GearBest did a great job. I haven't reviewed them off GearBest, but I will be keeping my GearBest thing in case I need anything from GearBest, stuff like that. What has been going on since my birthday? Well, I did get contracted for a job. I showed you guys that last time. Still waiting on payment on that one. Unfortunately, the contact I've worked with. It's taking a little bit of time to get some payment done, but it will happen. What's been going on? Well, I decided to purchase the PlayStation VR as a little trial period. I just returned it today to Best Buy. I think I tried it for about 4 days to see if I really liked it or not. What did I think about it? Well, it, as I can put it, was it a gimmick? A little bit. I do wear spectacles, as y'all can see, and a lot of people that have sent me the reviews, stuff like that, said, hey, can you use it with, can you use it with, can you use it with your eyeglasses? And the question is, yes, you can. The problem is you're taking your, headset and doing this a lot, so you're adjusting the headset. Playing it with Batman VR, which I really was like, fuck yeah, I gotta play it. I have to play it. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill fan, as y'all already know, loved it. There's two ways of playing it that PlayStation needs to get across to us gamers and disabled gamers in general. Because I've been starting Open Mind Gaming and I've been talking about the games that we can play if you're disabled, or say if you had a stroke, or say if you have just a disability in general. Some people have balance issues. Some people, they're like, some people get nauseated. I work in the theme parks, so I know all about that stuff. Some people can't deal with claustrophobia, some people can't deal with many different desires. So I started talking about all that on the videos I was doing with the camera and stuff like that. And Yeah, everything went really good. The problem is I had to play on my knees because I didn't have a stool to set up in my room area where I play it. Tracking was a bit weird in some areas because some of the games you really need to be up close instead of far away because it really encloses you. I mean, sometimes you can see where the cover would go through your eye, but you feel kind of claustrophobic, and then you kind of like, shit, where am I? Because I had to move the coffee table around and stuff like that. And I could see where people were falling over and shit like that because you're constantly moving your arms with the move controllers, stuff like that. And I was the first adopter for the move controllers. I had PlayStation Move when it came out. I literally I flew to New York years ago. I had the move controllers. And I went out and I spent, I want to say, I think $100 on Move. I literally bought. I didn't buy the camera because I already had the camera, but I ended up buying 2 Move controllers and the game. I think it was $90 something at the time, and I really was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. So I made a deal to myself. I was like, while I'm in New York, I'm gonna buy a Move. Was that the worst decision? Fuck no, because I had a blast for the whole month. I got to play some frisbee golf with my friends, and it was a hoot. It was fun. We were playing frisbee golf. We were doing a lot of table tennis with Move and stuff like that. There were a few games you could play with Move because Sony was really pushing the Move controllers. The newer versions were really, with the kit, were interesting because they added micro chargers in them, micro USB chargers in them, which are really cool. They charge better, but they're still, the same old Move controllers, same old technology, stuff like that. From what I've been hearing from this guy, it's called VR expert or whatever like that. I'll see if I can find what his video link actually is. He kind of talks with a Bostonian accent, a little bit Bostonian. Sorry, I wasn't a Boston accent, but he really talks. Hey, how you doing? And he's pretty good. Has a really good stick that he has in his videos. Really knows his VR. Really talks really well. It's a stick that he puts on. He really pushes himself. And he really pushes his accent a little more exciting. But really good. Give a lot of insight on what he's been finding out with the new Move controllers. Probably there's new ones coming out for it. Will that fix the PlayStation VR? Not really sure. The camera worked really well. The new camera that they put out really well. I did get to try it at a friend's house before I ended up wanting to really get one, and then I'm going to get rid of the Xbox One if I put that on Craigslist, stuff like that. Craigslist is a whole fucking other topic. I'll talk about that in just a few seconds. What you guys need to stay the fuck away from Craigslist. I didn't know it was as bad as I thought, but like I said, the last time I dealt with it, getting rid of the DaVinci 1.0, I had 13 spammers and then one actual real person. Today I just got hit again with a spam for the Xbox One, and they're telling me to hit up the email. No, I don't email you. If you're hitting me up, yeah, call me. No. So anyway, but yeah, so I literally, wanted to get one really bad. I went on Facebook and I posted my Xbox One. Right now it's going for about $300. If anybody is interested, I'm going to get rid of it. It's got a whole kit. It's just I don't play it anymore, and I'm more on the PS4 with the family and friends, stuff like that. It's no sense of having 2 consoles. I'm not a fanboy of either, but if everyone's graduating towards the PS4, such as my family, the only 2 people in my family have the Xbox One, and they are rarely on it as much as they should be. But it's expensive to do 2 consoles. It's really hard, and now when Sony and Microsoft kind of collaborating and saying, hey, we might do the online feature, which I think would be fucking amazing definitely for people who can't afford both consoles, because it's expensive. It's $50, $100 a year just for the online services, and then you gotta buy an extra controller, the game, extra add-ons, shit like that for both consoles. That shit adds up if you got family using both consoles. So really hoping that Microsoft and Sony really partner and say, fuck it, let's do it. We've been talking about it. I think it would work best for the communities, and I think people, it's not just a price thing. It's just like, this would bring a lot of communities together, gamers in general. But so I put it up there, and I got hit back a couple times. But my first thought was like, okay, I really want a VR system. I really want a VR kit to see what it feels like. I really wanted to play some Arkham and stuff like that. And I ended up playing, what the hell is that game that I just played? Oh. Sorry guys, daylight savings time kicks my ass. Shit, I can't remember the name of this title. But the second title was I think it was In Time, something like that, the VR title, where Nikola Tesla gets murdered, and you're pretty much observing what's going on in the VR universe. Um, it was fucking amazing. The game really played well. You could freeze time. You can follow each character because you have to find out who's telling the truth, who's not telling the truth, and you have to find their story. You don't solve the murder, but it really makes you think on who the did it. The story plays out. You find clues, stuff like that. It's not like it's kind of like a game of Clue. You're just like a big, huge game of Clue in a huge mansion. You go down into dungeons and shit like that where Tesla's working, and you find everybody's backstory. It was really neat finding out certain clues in the game. It was rewinding time, hearing voices in the headset. Now, I really used the Turtle Beach headset. I used the PX4s, and it worked great. Um, I think the kit, what I paid $350 at Best Buy. Um, I think with shipping, I guess I did 1 day shipping with Best Buy. It was $5.99 extra, and they ended up shipping it from another store. My apology, God. Shipping it here from Orlando, and it got here around, I think I want to say at 4 o'clock. Loved it, plugged it up, hooked up the whole system, and I have the newer version. They don't really sell the older versions anymore of the VR. Not much has been changed. Everything's been wired down to one wire. So, like I said, I did the Facebook thing. Nobody really hit me up with the trades thing. I almost had the VR one night. Somebody was going to trade me for VR. Plus, I think $100. I was going to give them that and that. But, yeah, I tried it out. Set everything up. Got to play it in a little bit. And I played it for a little bit. I played it for a good day. Good 2 days. I mean, I think I played it a little more than I should have. I did get a little nauseated. And I'm not a person that gets nauseated easily because I ride roller coasters and stuff like that. We test them and stuff like that. But man, if you don't set up your motion tracking just right or your flicker rate, like your eye distance just right, you really can get nauseated, man. There were some games where I was testing out demos and I was like, whoa, because the headset and the motion where it was supposed to go was not tracking correctly. It was just so blurry, and I was like, whoa. And I have shitty eyes myself, but I did talk to somebody like that. I was like, it's not easy for some people with vision impairment, and I see that's why a lot of them are on Facebook. Some people get eye surgery. Some people are just trying to get rid of them because they're not using them anymore. And I kind of had to tell Michael Pernisco, as you all know, to our both this logo here, about it. And he goes, hey, so how was it? How was the experience? I haven't filled him in yet. I haven't told him, I told him he was watching some of the gameplay, that I was showing him. And he goes, I can hate you. It looks really interesting. It looks really fun. Like, what do you think? In my opinion, the VR right now it was good. It was great. Not stunning. It wasn't stunning. It was some pretty neat features. You could definitely tell you're looking at a monitor. And I mean, it's even with wearing glasses. There were some games where I was like, well, that looks really fucking good. Others where I was just like, all right, cool. The standing up feature, I didn't know a lot of games needed you to stand up, and for me, with kind of not horrible balance, but balance is pretty decent. But there's some games where you can get really immersed, where you're gonna feel like you're gonna fall over. I can see why some people, like I said in other videos, fall over. They're like, whoa, you do need to take a break. A couple guys on some VR videos said, take a fucking break, because you should put a timer on your Alexa or your phone. Give yourself every 45 minutes, take the headset off, breathe a little bit, because VR is not meant to have it on. It's not meant to be worn for more than, I want to say, an hour. Like I said, my day 2 or day 3, I forgot what time it was. I was literally I was playing so much of the damn games, especially Batman. I literally forgot what time it was, and I had to yell for Alexa. I was like, Alexa, what time is it? She goes, it's 10 o'clock. I put the VR helmet, the headset on around, I want to say 7:30, and I got immersed in the damn game so fast. I was just checking out all the corners. I was crawling on the ground, because I was in a seating position. I was on my hands and pretty much on my knees, I set myself up properly to do it. I didn't have my stool set up to, sit. You could stand or sit in some games. Some games only allow you to stand. So just be warned that if you're going to get the PlayStation VR, a lot of the games need you to stand. So make sure you have a play area to play in. That's one thing Sony has not said directly is hey, you can do it. They do give you some hints of hey, make sure you clear the area away. Kind of like PlayStation Move, clear the area. Make sure you really have an area in case you, punch your TV or something like that. because you really can get immersed. I mean, there's some moments where you're just like, whoa. So, like I said, an hour the most of playing with the system, but beware of your play area, beware of the kids, the dogs, stuff like that, cables, because it's just like, well, holy shit. um, but other than that, I really thought the experience was great. Would I buy it again? Maybe. If I can get it for like $100, maybe. Like I said, the full kit now with the new Move controllers, nothing's been fixed with them except for the charger ports. They now accept the micro USB and stuff like that. The headset is wired better, and there's little headphones that that clip into the headset, so you can actually have earbuds in your ears, so you can hear better audio. I prefer to wear Turtle Beaches because it gives much better 7.1 surround, so it feels like you're more there. Is the headset comfortable? Fuck yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It's probably one of the most comfortable headsets I've ever worn. I hadn't had any strain. Like I said, the only strain I had to do was I had to really pull back on the headset and then set it a little bit like that. Other than that, I mean, I was good to go. I was sweating a little bit. You can really get sweaty profusely. Like I said, you need to relax, take your time with it. Would I recommend this to disabled gamers, stuff like that? What would I say? Probably, yeah. But I probably would give it a 7 or 6 out of 10. Beware of your disability. Beware of, especially if you guys get motion sickness, stuff like that. It's hard to stand, stuff like that. Be warned. And as I told the lady today at Best Buy, I had to bring it when I brought it back. She goes, "What's wrong with it?" I said, "Nothing's wrong with it. Just right now I don't have the room for it, and I would love to have kept it, but I said right now it's just not for me. A little bit of vision issues too." And she goes, "Okay, that's perfectly fine." A lot of guys that come in here and say the same thing, vision issues, stuff like that. Do I think VR is where it needs to be at? Yeah, I mean, Sony did a great job. They're really supporting the DVR experience. The titles are getting more and more and more, but I got to play pretty much every demo I wanted to play and try it out. I thought it was neat. Like I said, if I could get the kit for under like $150 with everything, the Move controllers, the headset, pardon me, and the camera, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Like I said, Facebook was interesting. I had a couple guys that were willing to almost trade with it. One guy was about to trade with his headset. And I said, "Hey man, I'll give you the, Xbox. I'm more of a PS4 guy," and everybody kept saying I'm more of a PS4 guy. A couple guys, first they said no, and then I wrote back. I'm like, "Hey, I'm just looking." And once I said please and thank you and kindly thank you for your time, everybody's attitude on these selling sites, their attitude changes. They get all snippy, and then the minute they realize you're a fucking human, their attitude changes to please and thank you. Once you say please and thank you and kindly, because I'm not trying to waste your fucking time. I'm an actual real person. I do open mind and shit. I run my own company, so I have to learn how to speak proper and treat you like a fucking human, because I want to be treated like a human. I treated them like a human. I said thank you, please, and thank you. And they were like, "Oh, let me get some stuff put out, and maybe I'll give you a call back." The couple guys wrote me back like, "Let me think about it real quick. I'll let you know." One guy said, "Hey man, if you don't mind throwing in $100, I could probably give it to you. I'm just trying to I really want to get some money. I'm willing to do a trade." But then he declined. But that was also with that. I've had a couple guys. Unfortunately, the deals fell through with them. They were just like, "No, not at the moment. Thank you very much for your kindness." A funny thing, I was literally, I got a Craigslist. I put it on Craigslist, the Xbox One on Craigslist. I will never use Craigslist again. I just got hit this morning around 5:46 in the morning. I think my phone went off in the voicemail. It said, "Hey, someone left you a message." So I was like, they texted me a message or something like that. And I since then deleted the ad like a week ago. I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to delete the ad." What happened was, I was like, "All right, let me see if I can, throw this around the Craigslist." I told myself I wouldn't do it again after, with all the spammers and shit like that. I said, "You know what, fuck it. I had one good luck with it. Let's see if it happens again." Unfortunately, I should have listened to myself because it kind of hit around the same thing again. I did it. I've got, I think, 3 spammers hit me up within a couple hours. I kind of just knew how to ignore it. Kind of just read the message carefully. I looked at the spelling and stuff like that. No commas, no periods, no shit like that. But I can already tell you're a fucking spammer by the way you're answering me. If you're answering me like a fucking robot or you're trying to be Slav. I deal with business emails all fucking day, dude. Like I know that shit. Come on. So anyway, I wrote them back. I was like, hey, not interested, and they wrote back very fucking snarkily, which proved that they were fucking either spammers or fucking out to get me. And then the third guy, somebody wrote me back. This guy wrote me back when I was literally in the parks with family and shit like that, and said, da 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 da. It was like 3. He was like, hey, is the Xbox One bundle available? So me being, me, I'm just like, you know what? It's been a few days. So I wrote yes, gets back to me immediately, this is gonna sound weird. I got a friend that lives in Texas. If I gave you an extra, now mind you, I already dropped the price on Facebook. I already dropped the price to 400. So for Craigslist, I put it to 450. So I was like, nobody was jumping on it on Craigslist for 400. The minute I changed it to 450, everybody's jumping on me, which told me spammers were already out to come get me. So that's a tip and trick. The more money you have, the more higher your item is, the more they're out to come get you. So be very wary, very wary of that. More people hit you because I guess they're gonna fuck around or send you some more money that you don't need. But here's where this guy hit me up. So I'm sitting in there, I'm watching a show in Universal. I'm not gonna say which one, but so I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm with family and friends, and the guy goes, it's gonna sound weird. My friend of mine lives in Texas. If I gave you an extra $50, would you? That would be $500 for this. Keep it track. So I put it to 450. If I send you an extra $50, would you pack it up, bring it to UPS, and then ship it out to me? Do you accept PayPal? I wrote yes. I do have PayPal, and that's why I left it. I'm in the show. Hello. Right after another. So I go, hey man, let me think about it. Just give me. How long? And guy wrote, how long? I went, give me till the end of the night. Let me think about this. Because this is a big thing now. Oop, something dropped back there. Anyway, I said, hey man, let me think about it. I wrote it in the nicest terms. So I really thought about it. I got home, I want to say around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I said, you know what? It's almost close to nighttime. Let me write this guy back in the most politest ways. So I thought about it, and something kept telling me to say no. Something told me something wasn't right. And so I wrote back in a very nice tone. I said, unfortunately, hello, unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline your offer. I thank you for your time. All the best. I get hit up, and not even 5 seconds, 8 seconds later. Idiot, quotation mark. Bitch, quotation mark. Fuck off, quotation mark. And I'm like, oh, there's my fucking answer. This person wasn't real. This person was trying to get me. Okay, if I'm rating you in the most politest ways, the worst you can, that just shows me who the fuck you are, and I made the right call not to sell to you. Calling me a fucking bitch. I even got a copy of it. I wiped out the number. I had the Apple number, but I'm not gonna share it with you guys. But yeah, man, that just tells you that person wasn't fucking real. I sent it over to Mike Pernisco. I sent it to Mr. Pernisco, and he goes, he texts me back in the morning. He goes, yeah, that was a fucking spammer. Good call, man. He goes, good call, because that motherfucker was lying to you. I said, yeah, I know he was. I mean, that's kind of sketchy. And two of my friends wrote me back. My friends go, why didn't you take the offer? It was a good fucking offer. I said, yeah, okay. So I ship it out. I go to UPS. I have to find a box. A box is about $5 to $6 UPS. Okay, we pack it up. Everything's been packed by me, already packed away in excellent condition. Okay, so now the guy gives me the wrong fucking address or the right address. Whatever may happen. So I ship it out. Okay, now I spend $5, $6 on the box. I pack it really good. UPS fucking fills it with beads or whatever. We seal it up really good. We put the fucking label on it. Now the label and shipping, if it's ground shipping, can cost anywhere from so that's $6. So probably about another $25 to $30. Plus, he's probably gonna want a tracking number. So it's already fucking over maybe like 50 to $45 to like 50 something $3. So I'm paying for the extra whatever this guy wanted. Maybe I've literally shipped tinier fucking packages, and UPS is like, oh, that's gonna be blah blah blah, and they ship by weight, guys. So the Xbox One, the controllers, the chargers, all that shit, that's easily gonna be a few bucks over than what the guy was willing to pay for shipping, because I just had to get a box and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure I would have been already over the $50 limit. So I already did that fucking math, because I shipped shit out from UPS before that only weighed about 5 pounds or less, and the shipping was fucking outrageous. Even ground shipping was fucking outrageous. It was like $30. And I was like, whoa. And the guy's like, yeah, $30. Plus you're getting a tracking number, so that's an extra $12. And I'm like, holy fuck. So, yeah, that's UPS for you. But anyway, I was like, yeah, okay, so I ship it to the guy. He could or could not. He could, or, give me the wrong address. He could give me the right address. Now all he's got to say is, hey, man, we opened it up. It's not what we wanted. We want our fucking money back. Now I can't cash the $450 that's sitting in my fucking PayPal. Or now $500, because he gave me $500. Now I have to give all that back plus the $50 or $60 fucking whatever it cost. $460, whatever it cost me. So the guy made $10 off of me. So I've been in this fucking scam before. So I'm like, I'm doing all the numbers and that. And I'm like, ship it to Texas. Shit might happen. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so it might go to the right address. Then he might go, hey, it was damaged, or hey, we never got it, or hey, you were inaccurate on the description. So there were so many fucking variables that I was not willing to take. Or the package got lost. Yeah, hey man, we haven't received the package yet. They can claim that. PayPal will write me back. Saying, because a friend of mine, I'm not going to name who it was, but had that happen to him, he warned me about it. He said, yeah man, I had a client write me back, and the client, something did break. I guess when they got it out of the box, something was broken. It wasn't on him. I guess they broke it. Some shipping it broke it, I guess, something like that. But he emailed my buddy back. The guy emailed him back and said, hey man, we need a new one of these. My buddy goes, okay, take a photo of it real quick so I can easily send you out another one. The guy goes, no man, I'm good. I'm going to get my money back from like PayPal or whatever. PayPal, they disputed with PayPal. PayPal disputed with him. And he ended up owing, I guess, in a dispute about $700. And they shut down his fucking PayPal account that he used for his business. And I was like, fuck that, man. I ain't going through like that. So be very warned. That's what people like to do. But it just proves to me that the guy was a spammer and stuff like that. So I wasn't gonna deal with that shit. But yeah, like I said, good call with that. But that was my experience with the trying to get the Xbox sold. It's still sitting here in my room, stuff like that. VR, like I said, was fun. I had a great time using it. It's good to be back doing this. This week, what am I going to be doing with the 3D printer? I need to get this one back up and running. I need to do that. I ended up ordering an iMac finally. I ended up ordering an iMac the other night for super cheap. I think it was $175 for a 2008, 2009 iMac. I'm only going to be using it for video editing and audio editing. That's it. Nothing too major. Should run fine. I looked at all the reviews and stuff like that. I wanted to get a newer one, but those things are fucking super expensive. So I can have at least another computer just to do the standalone audio editing. Looking forward to getting that. Super cheap. Got ended up getting that online through a good computer shop. Cancel. Don't name your Alexa computer. No, just kidding. Do it. But anyway, that's been my week. I can't wait to get the iMac and try that out. I believe tomorrow I will be doing a podcast with Mom. Mom's going to do a podcast with me. I was just done with her. We're going to shoot the shit about home cooking and stuff like that, and how to save some money if you guys are trying to come save some money, and some techie stuff like that, like what we've been doing, what machines we use around the house, noodle makers, stuff like that. We're going to hydroponics, or make a lot of our veggies and stuff like that, or herbs, stuff like that, oregano and parsley and stuff like that. We've been growing a lot of our own stuff, carrots and stuff like that. So I'll be sitting there with Mom. Mom said she'd love to be on the podcast. We're going to shoot the shit and have a little fun podcast. Like I said, it's been a getting crazy couple weeks, and I really haven't been doing these much. I really haven't been much to talk about it. It's been really But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now that you know about the PlayStation VR, know what to expect if you guys do get one. Just be very wary. Think about it if it's for you. Hopefully I sounded good on the episode with the new microphone and the Zoom. Sorry. And I want to show you guys this. The case has been printed. This was printed on the. I wanted to show this. This was printed on the. on the CR10 Mini. Came out really good. I ended up having to super glue a little bit, but everything works good. It's all enclosed. This is the same LCD board, and this for the Robo, but everything works good. Super glued in there really well. It printed out really, really good, and it's got its own little case. Seems to be looking really good. Looking forward to having it, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow or Monday. Wishing you guys all the best. Tomorrow is Monday, you idiot. Oh my lord, I'm so crazy. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Also, if you guys want a cool thing to check out Form 5. It's about a dude. I've been tracking on his page. He does 3D printed hands, because he has a hand issue himself, so he has a partial hand, so he prints out prosthetics. Check out Form 5. I'll put a link down in the video so you guys can check him out. Amazing dude. I've been checking them out. A friend of mine sent me the link of them. Judith sent me a link to them, so I've been checking them out, giving them a lot of support, and they've been hitting me back. I've been hitting them back. Yeah, definitely check them out. For everything Open Mind, check out openmindindustries.com. If you want to donate or anything like that, feel free to donate $1 to our Patreon. I would highly appreciate that. You don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, use some of our links. We'd highly appreciate it. It helps kick back a little bit of money our way. Alright, I'm going to call it, and I hope to see you guys on a Open Mind Gaming session soon. I'm going to be changing some stuff up there. Hope to play with some of you guys maybe on Fortnite or one of those kind of games. Any questions for an upcoming podcast, please let me know. I would love to sit down with somebody. I definitely got to sit down with my brother. I got to sit down with Maurice about Terminator 2 stuff. And then Ben Patton, I've been trying to get him on. So I'll be helping with a new microphone and stuff like that. I'll be able to do a lot of Skype calls, stuff like that. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in, and always keep an open mind. Have a great week. I'll see you in a little bit. See ya.